All right. It's happening. We're ready. Did you ever hear that? Boston, third stage. We're ready. Cool the engines. Cool the engines down. This album was not made with any synthesizers or anything like that. It's pure bones rock and roll. This is Boston, third stage. Amanda. That's the only words I know to that song. Amanda, cool the engines down. Ooh, cool the engines down. Boston, first two albums. They sold like 80 billion copies, and then they didn't have to work another day in their lives. We're lucky we got the third one, okay? Frankly. Brad Delp. Oh, my God. God rest his immortal soul. Took his own life. Oh, my God. Horrible. He actually busted out a bag of Kingsford, filled up the charcoal grill, lit it, and then sat there in his bathroom and sealed it off and said, "This is how I'm going out." Are you crazy? Fucking A. Somebody intervene. We got to keep our classic rockers alive.
And you guys are fucking assholes. I'm sorry I'm a little bit drunk. Whatever.
Okay. Yes, hello. Sean Gotti with you once again from Raleigh, North Carolina. And you know what? There's a million other things I'd rather be doing right now. But here I am, listening to the Eric Zane Show podcast. So without further ado, here he is, the one, the only, thank God, Eric Zane.
Thank you very much, Sean. Okay, welcome in. Glad you're here. What's going on? You and yours. The Patreon bonus podcast is now. Best time of the day. It's with the, on the free one, you never know. It's like a mixed bag of people who it's going to be. But I know with these folks, my peeps, my main people who are extremely tight and close. Oh, my God, we get together and then we do this thing each and every day. And you know what? To me, it's not a bad thing when it goes right over my head and I don't realize it till later in the day. Hi, Linda. Congratulations to Alabama. What the fuck? How many is that again? Hold on. I'll get back to my point in a second, but I'm doubling back on, let's see here. Nick Saban. Linda Hall is a dear friend of my family and a longtime listener of this show. My God. You have to understand here, as much as anybody would hate Alabama, the fact that since 2007, Saban's first year, okay, that's not that long ago. So in 14 years, he's won 7 national championships. Linda confirms it. There you go. 6. Oh, I take it back. I'm screwing this up. Oh, you're right. Yeah, I see. So in 2003, he got one, not with Alabama. That must have been LSU, right? And then so he got it 2009, 11, 12, 15, 17, and 20. So that means I'm just talking Alabama. Since 2007, his first year, he's won 6. That is with them. My gosh. That is ridiculous. Man. Diana says to me, why doesn't he ever go pro? I go, I don't know why anybody would want to. He did coach in the pros for a little bit. He coached the Miami Dolphins. Mixed reviews on that. But when you got a good thing going, especially in college football, the idea that the rich just get richer. I don't know how ever in the history, looking forward into our crystal ball, how could they ever not be good? I mean, everyone else who is recruiting young talent at the high school level, how do you compete with the fact that Nick Saban can march into any home that has a supreme athlete that he's trying to court them to join the Alabama football program. And all he has to do is walk in with rings on his finger and say, I'm going to make you a national champion. Oh, my gosh. And a national champion, if the guy is good enough, he's going to go on to a terrific pro career. I mean, everybody else is just playing with a whole different set of rules. It is just, wave the white flag. The rich so get richer. I mean, my gosh. The fact that you've got great teams in the Final Four, with Clemson, Notre Dame, Alabama, and Ohio State. And Alabama just looks way better than everyone. Just throttling Ohio State. Oh, my God. How about that guy, Devontae Smith, though? From what all accounts, this dude is as humble as they come. You may have noticed this dude scores a touchdown. Okay, another spectacular thing where he humiliates some other, some dude from Ohio State. It looks like a man playing amongst children. And scores a touchdown. He does the fucking Barry Sanders. He just maybe pumps a fist, throws the ball to the ref, and then goes and sits down, gets a drink of water. Nothing. And that is really a breath of fresh air to have the best player in the land to be just. He lets his actions on the field do all the talking. There is something to be said about that guy. Let's just hope he doesn't wind up on the Lions. Leave it to the Lions to draft him, and then he gets at his draft party, he decides, what the hell? Let's go out and get some strippers and blow, and then he gets pulled over by the cops, and his career is over. It's fucking terrible. Holy shit! But that was a sight to behold. Looking at that team just chew up Ohio State, just murdered them. Oh my God! There you go. All right, folks. As we gather around for this Patreon bonus podcast once again, I couldn't believe what I was reading. And by the way, there's several stories that I have to get into pertaining to people that were rushing the Capitol who have been fingered. I mean, not like fingered, like, you've been fingering somebody, but pointed out, and the stories behind people getting caught trespassing on the Capitol, because I think we can all agree, whether you are a Republican or Democrat, or it doesn't matter who you vote for, marching inside of the Capitol and with the threatening behavior and fucking destroying our Capitol is not cool. So we're all on the same page. At least we better be, that people who are doing that are assholes, and they deserve punishment to the fullest extent of the law. And I want to stay focused here, because I know some you're going to be like, well, then fucking A, man, we got to take that guy at the Black Lives Matter. Let's just focus only on this. Let's not make this bigger than what it needs to be. They're trouble too, but I only want to talk about this group because that's what everybody's talking about right now. So there you go. I do have to get into the stories of one Adam Johnson, Larry Block, and QAnon Shaman. 3 stories and then something else too. But first, that's all secondary. The big thing that I want to talk about is the name John Dillermond. John, I think I'm saying that right. Dirk. Thank you, Dirk, for sending this along. What in the world is happening here? The country of Denmark, their equivalent to PBS, has debuted a new children's TV show. The premise is about all of the adventures that the main character, John Dillermond, gets himself into because of his huge and uncontrollable penis. I am not making this up. I actually watched a little bit of an episode of John Dillermond. He appears to be claymation that is created by computers. And it's like, herky-jerky walking like the clay figures in Celebrity Deathmatch. And that's John Dillermond. He has a striped shirt a la Where's Waldo, but it's a tank top. He's got like a handlebar mustache. He's always got this worried look on his face with his eyebrows, and a purple cap with yellow stripes around it with a big poofy violet ball on top of that. And it looks like a one-piece short pants romper, if you will, tank top and shorts. All the same color, striped. Red, white, all the way down. Okay, so you can picture that. And he walks around, and his dick, I'm not kidding you, is so huge that, and it does whatever it wants. And so on any given episode, John Dillerman will be walking down the street, and his cock goes flying out of his pants. Now, the thing about it is, the dick is also striped, like a candy cane. It goes red, white stripes. It doesn't look like, a normal flesh-toned dick. And it isn't like, it doesn't have the big mushroom head on it. It isn't jizzing everywhere or anything. It just kind of like is a snake that kind of wanders around like 50 feet, like a huge distance. The guy's got a huge dick, and that's it. And he'll just stand there and kind of squat, totally not exaggerating this in any way. You'll be able to see it in the comments of this podcast. These crazy Danish fucks decided, let's make a kids show where John walks around and then the dick decides it's going to go into someone's house. So quite literally, he'll have to stop, and he's got like a weird look on his face, and then the dick will go slithering into someone's house, and then you're like, what the fuck is happening? And then you see the dick come out of a window. So now the dick is going from John into the front door, through the house, and out the window. I saw one clip where Dillerman's dick hit a windmill, like the big energy-producing windmill, not like the old-school Dutch windmill. And the dick hit one of the big fans on the windmill, and it was spinning him around by his dick. And they say, this is a TV show for kids. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on in Denmark? And like, it appears most are on board. Now, can you imagine if they tried to pull this off here in the U.S.? I don't know if it's a different, more of a freestyle way of looking at entertainment. I have no idea. I'm not from there. I've never been there. I don't know a thing about the country of Denmark. What I've told you in this story is the extent of my knowledge of Denmark. And they're okay with it. Now, I cannot imagine that no one would ever be okay with that here in the U.S. I mean, everybody nowadays is extremely. So I would find it hard to believe that at some point we would have, a show like this, and then maybe the toys that go along with it. So you're walking through the store and you see, pull John Dillerman's dick and his eyes go flying out. The kids would just love that. Personally, I think this is a reason to move to Denmark. This sounds wonderful to me. I would love to live in a world where the kids are going, oh, look at this John Dillerman and his big fat dick. It would just be hysterical, but just really, really strange to me. Now, according to the article, it says that the network that puts John Dillerman out, and I don't even know if I'm even saying that correct. Dillermand, Dillerman, John Dillerman. I guess I am. The broadcaster is getting blowback. And of John Dillerman, an animation starring a man with a penis so massive and flexible, it can save children from danger. Yeah, so John Dillerman's dick is going to go wrapping around the kid who's about to fall over the waterfall to his death, and this big dick is going to swoop him up like Wonder Woman's lasso. Can also fetch objects from a river and operates as a pogo stick. Now, this is like from CNN. This is a mainstream news article. The show, whose 13 episodes are available to watch on the DR Network's website, that's what it's known as, follows its, do you say titular character as he navigates an array of unexpected scenarios caused by his inexplicably huge genitalia. I see there's a screenshot of John Dillinger's dick getting trapped, latched onto a bunch of helium balloons, and he's being pulled by his dick over power lines. This is fantastic. In episode 1, Dillerman uses his gigantic stripy organ as a lead for his dog, but quickly finds himself inundated with requests from his neighbors to take their pets out for a walk too. Okay. At another point in the show, he is stuck floating in midair after balloons are tied to his groin. I mean, has it always been like this in Denmark, or is this all of a sudden they've just dropped this on the world and then no one knows what to do with it? They would have to be pretty liberal in what they put out on, on this type of media, right? Is this the type of country where at like 1 PM you can just turn on any local station and see 2 people fucking or something? I mean, what the hell? Another point in the show, he's stuck floating in midair after balloons are tied to his groin, as I said. In another episode, he breaks a friend's vase with his penis and has to raise money to pay them back. I can think of what he can do to raise money. And in a third, he uses it to steal ice cream at the zoo. Oh, my God. The show, look at Daisy. She's totally on her back with this conversation. Look at her. The dog is complete. Can somebody do a screenshot of that? I'll tell you what. I'll be pointing, and you can take the screenshot. Please send it. The show's opening montage also shows him using his genitals to keep a lion away from a group of children. They should do an episode where John Dillermand is hanging out on the steps of a building not unlike the United States Capitol. And all these fuck-faced patriot freedom fighters come walking up to storm it. And then he's got to have like an Uncle Sam top hat on. And then the dick just starts like kicking their asses. And I mean, it's like all one-sided. It's just, they didn't even stand a chance as the dick just does what everybody wants to have seen happen and just lays waste to them. Like actually, when the dick hits them, they explode, in like a million pieces. The show was generally met with hilarity in Denmark and across the internet, with many praising it as an appropriate and lighthearted way to teach children about the human anatomy. Well, I don't think it's going to teach the children about human anatomy, because in the human anatomy, your dicks aren't so big that you can go in a house and come out the window or fucking do any of this shit. Come on. But some took issue with the main character's central trait. Politician Morten Messerschmidt, a member of the right-wing Danish People's Party, said children should not be forced to watch a cartoon depiction of an adult man's groin. Well, nobody's forcing anyone, Morten, so shut the fuck up and let this guy be. And a handful of parents have taken to the Facebook page of DR's Children's Network, urging them to remove the program. I guess, in a way, I'm just really shocked that they're like, yes, this is a new kids program about the guy with the 50-foot dick. Man, that is impressive. Let's see. A spokesperson for DR, the network, told CNN that most of those who criticized the program did so without even having seen the show because it wasn't released yet. If I'm a parent, though, and my kid's watching that, I don't know. It just would force. I mean, I would do it. It would force me to have a conversation about this. And it's like, I don't want to have to deal with this shit. I guess I'm going to have to now. But I mean, I don't even know where to begin. I think I would do the old. So, what do you think? I would ask the kid, what do you think about this? What about this show? What's happening here? And just hear what they say. I mean, like. I know your dick is never going to be that long. You can never ever do stunts with your dick. Holy crap! The great majority are making the great majority. Wait a minute, hold on. Spokesperson said they're criticizing it without it being released yet. Now the great majority here in Denmark are making fun of the few critics instead. Hundreds of thousands are supporting John Dillermand now. In Denmark, it is now a huge success, and the children are watching it in big numbers. She said, telling CNN that 200,000 people have viewed the first episode. In the network's online description of the show, they state that while Dillermann's genitals get him into, tune in as John's dick gets him in trouble as the dick goes right into a fucking food processor. Ouch! Gets him into embarrassing situations that can be used for good once he embraces that he is different. All right. If you say so. Holy cow. DR is Denmark's oldest and most well-known broadcaster and was a founding member of the European Broadcasting Union. The network is funded by the taxpayer, making it the Danish equivalent of the BBC or PBS. Thank you, Dirk, for that. My God. Doesn't get any better than that. I did watch a little bit. I'll link it up in the notes. It's stupid. The fucking show is so dumb. There's nothing... I don't laugh at shit, at stupid shit like that. I mean, everybody knows that the only thing I'm ever going to laugh about are things like my own jokes. Okay? I've been enjoying a little bit. Wait a minute. Did I say a little bit? I meant to say a lot. I've been enjoying seeing all the video of people who have been acted like assholes on the Capitol and have been being identified. How like cops are waiting for them at the airports when they land, or somehow they're getting recognized and people are outing them coming back from DC. Have you been following any of this? There's all sorts of videos going around of people. Oh my God, you would not believe the reactions. And I think it all boils down to, I forgot which one of you said that. It was when we were talking about the wrestler who broke his legs. I think it was Kenny who said, stupid, what's the thing about stupid prizes? Do stupid things, get stupid prizes. Well, all of that storming the Capitol is very stupid. You're going to earn a stupid prize. These people getting dragged out of airports, kicked off of airplanes, and the extreme butthurt. I mean, we are talking about wailing and screaming and crying and just, wow, the temper tantrums. In my opinion, the ones who turn themselves in and are just rolling with it, I mean, you are saving yourself a world of hurt, in my opinion. Hang on, I need a drink of water. Stand by. Case in point, Adam Johnson. Adam is he's a Florida man. And, well, he was the guy, and it was a perfect photograph. He was the dude who wandered into the Capitol, and he got his hands on Nancy Pelosi's, I think it's called a lectern or like a podium. And this huge smile on this guy's face. He's got like really long hair, got his Trump hat on, and he's walking through some area of the Capitol, and he's got the biggest shit-eating grin on his face with a smile, and he's waving at the camera. I was like, oh my God. And I think the stupid part of it is, if you're going to be in that spot and everybody's taking pictures of you, how did you not have the realization that your face is uncovered? I mean, you have the perfect reason to be wearing a mask and protecting your identity. It is, and that is the pandemic. And I just cannot understand the stupidity of actually being caught. I mean, I think you really had to have your head in the sand to wander into this place where there's cameras everywhere and all of this media and all this attention, and your face is right out there in the open. I have two big examples of that here. The first one is Adam Johnson. He's the dude, grabbed the lectern. He's waving at the camera. Wasn't long after this all happened, by the back half of the week last week and on into the weekend, before they banged on Adam Johnson's door and they said, "You are arrested, man. This is a big deal. You're in trouble." Now, at the end of the day, I don't know if what's going to turn up here as to how much trouble he's going to get into, but you know that people are going to prosecute to the fullest extent of the law, because this is such a raw thing, okay? So this 36-year-old man is doing this, acting like a jackass. Now, I'll just say this. His attorneys, boy, do they have their work cut out for them. And there's two of them in this clip. And my God, this might be their finest hour. If they can somehow make it so that Adam Johnson does not spend any time in jail or prison or anything like that, I think it'll be an absolute win. And I think being up front with the authorities is the way to go. If you dig your heels in and act like a dick, I don't know if that's going to help you, considering the fact that, well, the evidence of holding the lectern while you're walking out of the fucking Capitol. The attorneys talk about this exact thing, and I think and I'll just play it, and they'll let you know what they're thinking about how they're going to proceed and what they're dealing with.
It could be worse, but I think part of what you have to, factor into is, again, you just have to drill down on what actually happened. You have a photograph of our client, in a building, unauthorized to be there with, what appears to be a podium or a lectern. I'm not exactly sure which one it is called, but that's what we have.
Obviously, that presents problems for you as a defense attorney, and that you
Obviously, that presents a problem for you as a defense attorney. Someone says
have your client in the building at the time of the break-in.
Someone's laughing. Now, you see the two lawyers, and then you see Johnson behind them, and he's not saying a word. He's like, oh, fuck, man, this is embarrassing. I made a big mistake.
And that you have your client in the building at the time of the break-in.
I don't know how to else explain that, but that would be a problem. I'm not a magician, and neither is Mr. Bigney. So we've got a photograph of our client who appears to be inside the federal building or inside the Capitol with government property.
When it comes to the next court date that he has, will he be there physically, or will you guys go to represent him?
If he's required to be in court, he'll be in court.
All right. Okay, so these attorneys. Now, let's just say, let's look into our Eric Zane Show podcast crystal ball. Let's say he gets off with probation, pays a fine, gets no jail time. Okay, now if you're these two guys who probably are the types of lawyers who, you might see him on TV a lot, AK kind of like, if you're in trouble, I can help you. One of these, almost like a trial attorney, perhaps, or drunk driving, I can help you. Which the world needs these types of attorneys. I mean, Jason Barracks is one of my sponsors. He's not on right now, but I mean, the world needs these types of these types of lawyers, because sometimes people fuck up and they need a lawyer. So if that happens for these two, they need to produce an ad campaign. I'm so-and-so, and I'm so-and-so. Remember this guy? Well, he's a fucking asshole. He did this, this, and this. But what happened to him? Well, we got him off. No jail time. If you get in trouble, you need to call so-and-so, 666-555-1212, and we'll work for you. Whole billboard campaign, TV ads, the whole 9 yards. Remember this, cock? That's what you do, too, is you say to Adam Johnson, say, look, we're going to do this pro bono, okay? It doesn't cost you a dime, but we get to use any moment from this from when you decided to steal the speaker's lectern to right now. We can use any of this for our marketing. Okay, sounds good to me. All right, there you go. Smell you later. Good luck to you. Don't do anything else stupid. Guy turns on the TV, sees a picture of him. Do you remember this fucking asshole? Oh, we got him off. And despite the fact that he's walking out of the Capitol with the speaker's lectern, the speaker's podium, we got him off. We'll work hard for you. Holy shit. So there's an old saying, and it is, hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. I'm pretty sure we've all heard that at some point. Well, that has to do with my next story, and it involves the what happened with Larry Rendell Block. Okay? Larry Rendell Block is another one of these cocksuckers who decided that he was going to go to the Army-Navy surplus store and buy this fucking G.I. Joe helmet and put it onto his giant milking cow head, get a bunch of fucked up looking military shit with Punisher patches and all this fucking fake patriot bullshit, get himself some of those plastic zip ties, storms the Capitol, and goes in hunting for Congress people. Well, we all saw this fat fuck's fucking ugly face on TV. And you thought, what an asshole. What a fucking dick. This is horrible. And how disgusted we all were with him. And you know who else saw it? Old Larry's ex-wife saw that. And she went, I got you, motherfucker. She could not wait to pick up her phone and called the feds immediately and said, hey, I know who fat fuck in the army helmet was with the fucking zip ties and the stupid army gear is. That's my fucking ex-husband with the little pin dick. Holy shit. I will lead you directly to his house. You can arrest him immediately. And that's what brings in hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. Okay? By the way, I asked the question, what the hell is that? What is behind that phrase? According to this, not a Shakespearean quote, hell hath no fury like a woman scorned is a proverb adapted from lines in The Mourning Bride, a tragic play by English playwright William Congreve, first performed in 1697. The lines are said by the character Zara, a queen whose capture entangles her in a lethal love triangle. The expression is interpreted to mean that there is no one as angry as a woman who's been romantically rejected or betrayed. The saying is somewhat controversial, as some reference it to affirm the power of women, while others see it as a sexist stereotype of woman as over-emotional. Well, I don't give a shit what you say about it right now, but it applies because she turned old Larry in, and that is that. He was arrested. He broke. He faces 2 federal charges of knowingly entering the restricted building without lawful entering, and 1 count of violent entry and disorderly conduct. 53-year-old man. I guess he's retired military. Brock's arrest affidavit alleges that more than one person turned in Brock, though, after recognizing him in the news footage. Again, why would you do this without covering your face? You are knowingly, you have to know you're committing a crime, which it just shocks me at the boldness of some of these fucking people. I mean, if you're going to go out of your way to do something ridiculous and you know you're breaking the law, if you're so blinded and rage that you can't cover up your fucking face, you idiot. Holy shit. He, according to NBC5 in Dallas, 53-year-old surrendered to the feds Sunday after he agreed to meet them at the police department in Grapevine, Texas. His ex-wife of 18 years was one of the people who reported him to the feds. I just know that when I saw this was happening, I was afraid he would be there. So she thought for sure that this dummy was going to be there. I think you already know he was there. It is such a great picture of his face, and I recognize the patch. Another person reported Brock after saying he recognized his distinctive tattoos. It looks like him, and he has pilot wings on his chest in this picture. The witness said in the affidavit, blah, 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 blah. Oh, my God. Brock confirmed it, so he's basically admitting his guilt. And finally, the last thing I need to address with you. Who would have thought? This guy, I think, has a great chance at a reality show. We're talking about QAnon Shaman. He's all ripped, tatted up, no shirt, stupid hat, buffalo horns, face painted red, white, and blue. QAnon Shaman lives with his mother. And the word on the street is he is really, really upset because in jail, he won't eat. And they're like, why? And according to his mother, she says it's because the detention facility won't feed him all organic food. It's prompting widespread mockery, as you would expect, from this guy. And my God. Some revelations about the guy. He is a failed actor who lives with his mother. The neighbors consider him bizarre. His mother, though, calls him a patriot and the gentlest person I know. Holy shit. 20 years from now, we're going to do the old, where are they now? Where is Larry Brock? Where is guy who carried podium? Where is QAnon Shaman? Holy crap. I know some of you are saying, I know where he'll be. He'll be with his Antifa buddies, man. Holy shit. Fuck, man. All right. Thanks again for being part of it. Thanks again, folks.